Happy birthday to... Oh my God. Kobe, would you hurry before somebody sees your eye makeup?
Wait, why are you driving my mom's car?
Asked if I could borrow it. Oh, and she says, hey, get it.
Not if you're planning some sort of elaborate surprise party.
Just the usual post-dumping soft fest at your parents'.
Erica, I can't see my parents right now.
The first opening scene with the text messages, there was always this undercurrent of like, something is off, something is wrong. And I think for me, I kind of suspected that the friend was a part of it because she wasn't a very good friend. But yeah, it just took a turn, and it was kind of campy. I excuse me, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, just the whole idea that like, oh gosh, there's so much I liked. The whole idea that she was really into this like murder guy. Obviously, we're showing that she has really bad taste in men, but I love the production value too of like getting getting to see the men, the depictions of the men that she's been dating, and like the cool like, hey, this is me, like a little advertisement. I just thought it was so creative. I thought it was really well done. That ending scene with just like the blood splatter and it ending was really good.
This is an interesting take on having a lot of bad dates and being desperate for love, and this aspect that they kind of hit nail on the head at the end here with love is supposed to be scary. And taking this risk of opening the door, you can be gutted from the get-go. They dive into basically all of her ghosts of Christmas past, of her online dating relationships, and how she doesn't typically fall for the right type of people. And she kind of falls into this, obsession, meeting her relationships at the workplace, causing issues, kind of being addicted, kind of needing someone to be partnered with her, which leads her to ultimately her demise. And you kind of see that, you know, not even her parents, trust her to like watch the house, but her best friend is, and her best friend has the code to get in. And clearly that kind of falls into truth here as we see this character making these not so great choices in the end.
Sort of built itself up to be what I thought was maybe one kind of film or genre, and then just takes a delightfully unexpected turn, which is the best kind of turn to take in a film. It had me wondering if maybe there were clues. I should have seen this coming, that ending, which is just definitely the product of strong writing. The world that they build here, it's fabulous, from the locations to the props and the wardrobe, just the direction and the editing, the way all that comes together is just great. And the performances are fantastic as well.
Well, the sinister music at the beginning in the intro, the soundtrack, told us that it was going to be more than a romance short. The cute scene of the gals in their spa masks and their PJs and making references to the guy from the coffee shop with the tiny hat and the guy actor. Good inserts that was a nice comic relief before that big tension buildup of whoever's outside and what was going to happen with that. It was really well done, I thought. And that final scene was just horrific. I think probably they were going after somewhat of a tribute to the Scream series with the specific one with Drew Barrymore. I think they hit the nail on the head if that's what they were trying to do.
I think the main meaning behind the short is also, first of all, the look that we have on socials, how we... how other people perceive ourselves while we are on social media, the profiles, like the profile that we have. If we build a profile in a different way, then we end up meeting different people. And also that you'd never know what to expect, So everyone here getting ready for this date, a lot of things happen, and then boom, at the end it just becomes there is this horror twist. A very well developed film, starting from a comedy, a romance, getting into slowly towards drama, etc., and then ending like an horror. I think it was quite unexpected, and that's why I like more about the film. And I also like, as I say, the meaning of relationships nowadays in this society of social media. How different it is to meet people, getting to see them, to know them, start a relationship, and then sometimes can end up in a really terrible way, like in this movie. So, and on top of that, there was a beautiful cinematography and a great direction. I really enjoyed how all the shots are always moving. They're never static.
They captured a lot of things really well of, just two kind of girlfriends having a girls' night, connecting, bitching about men, all of those kinds of things. Kind of also trying to figure out like the, the best way forward out of out of a bad situation, whether it's, posting something or getting back on dating sites or, doing whatever else, like just trying to figure out like, oh, what's my next move? So it had a lot of those feels, which I thought were really well done and really believable. You could kind of see the friendship between the two and obviously the kind of history that they had, which I thought was pretty believable, so I enjoyed that. And then it obviously, like, took a turn, it's like romance meet horror, and I thought that was really a good kind of cross-section, um, with how they played into it, and obviously she had some questionable, um, ideas and questionable not just dating history, but what she thought was normal and acceptable and okay behavior. Um, so like I said, I think that they like really leaned into it and they had a lot of fun with it.
You can see how Kobe found the personality of the stranger appealing and the friends trying real hard to protect her. I like how they presented all the exes with, yeah, that was quite funny. The toxicity in each of them is just on point. I love the crazy twist at the end. I had to say I didn't expect it. It was gory and not quite the romance ending, but it was very fun.